English isn't about using difficult words or reading for hours. It's about having the right strategy. In fact, English can become a high scoring subject if you focused just for hours every day. So, if you are in class 10 and want to score 95, 98, or even 100 marks in English, this video is for you, everyone. Welcome back to With Umi. If you are preparing for your class 10 board exams, this channel is all about practical study tips, realistic routines, and my personal experiences. Today, I'm sharing my complete English strategy, exact resources I used, how I studied, and what I believe made the biggest difference. Biggest mistake many students make is jumping straight to guidebooks. But in English, NCRT is your Bible. Every chapter and poem should be read at least 3 to 4 times before the boards. Okay, underline important lines, understand the theme and message, learn the character sketches, think about why the author wrote that piece. Because sometimes board questions often test your understanding, not just memorization. New questions are always made every year in the board exams, like diary entry questions, comparing two chapters based on their theme or message, etc. etc. To the writing section. Writing skills are the easiest place to lose marks because students don't practice them enough. For every format, letter, analytical paragraph, learn the correct format first. Memorize a few strong opening and closing lines, not just the ones that are always in trend, but something that is unique and that makes examiner think that somewhere this student deserves a lot of marks. Practice writing within the word limit and time yourself. I personally practiced 1 to 2 writing questions every week and checked whether my format was correct. Sometimes I would give it to my teacher. Presentation matters. Keep your handwriting neat, leave proper spacing, and underline the keywords if needed. The reading section. Many students think the reading section is free marks, but they lose 4 to 5 marks due to silly mistakes. Here's what I did. Read the questions first. Second, then read the passage carefully by skim and scan method. Underline important information while reading. Don't overthink inference based questions. Stick to what the passage suggests. For vocabulary questions and passages, stick to the inference and the context, not the dictionary meaning. And yes, practice at least 10 to 15 unseen passages before the exam. I'm saying before the exam. Throughout the year, you have to practice endless number of unseen passages. Here are the resources that I actually recommend. First, NCRT textbook. It should be your Bible. Second, CBSE previous year questions that are available on CBSE's website. Third, sample papers, especially the latest pattern specified by the CBSE when it releases its sample papers in about July or August month. Fourth, a good question bank for extra practice if you have time. Honestly, if you thoroughly do NCRT plus PYQs plus sample papers, you are already ahead of most students. Last 1 to 2 months before the board exams, I focused heavily on sample papers, not only in English but in every subject. I solved them in a 3-hour exam environment without checking the answers. After finishing, I would analyze which questions took too much time, where did I lose marks, literature section. You don't need to mug up long answers word to word. Instead, understand the chapter and then remember the key words and the key events and themes. Because if you put keywords from NCRT onto your answer, examiner will probably think yes, the student has read the NCRT. Examiners don't expect Shakespeare level answers, not at all. Comes the last month plan when you are just on the edge of appearing for your board exams. So the final month before boards, this was my rough routine. 20 to 30 minutes I would read one chapter or poem. 20 minutes practice one writing skill daily, and 20 minutes solve MCQs or extract based questions. And every weekend, I would solve one full length sample paper timed with 3 hour timer. This was every this way every section stayed fresh in my mind. Few common mistakes that almost every student does. Ignoring writing skills until the last week. Reading summaries without reading NCRT. Reading the Hindi summaries or listening to summaries over the YouTube. Not solving sample papers. Writing unnecessarily long answers, losing marks because of wrong formats. English is one of those subjects where consistency matters more than studying for 8 hours in one day. I could give only one piece of advice to my class 10th self. It would be this. You don't need fancy books or expensive coaching. A strong grip on NCRT, regular writing practice, and a few well analyzed sample papers can do wonders. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to With Bhumi for more realistic class 10th board strategies, study vlogs, and productivity tips. Also, let me know in the comments which subjects strategy should I cover next: maths, science, social science, Hindi, or computer applications. Until then, keep studying, stay consistent, and remember, small efforts every day create big results on result day. Bye, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care.